Well, State Theater in downtown Sioux Falls is 100 years old this year.
And in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Kelly Volk looks at the history and memories made at the century-old movie house.
It's a weeknight in downtown Sioux Falls. The smell of popcorn lingers in the lobby at the State Theater as people arrive ahead of a 7 o'clock movie showing. Monea Hustoft calls herself a regular at the single-screen theater.
Comfy seats, really good popcorn, a lot of nice people. I'm friends with a lot of the staff. It's just a nice, comfy place to come to.
Hustoft is part of generations of people who have come to this theater on Phillips Avenue for entertainment. The State opened in March of 1926, and it wasn't just a place to watch films at the time.
When it originally opened, it had vaudeville, and it was a thriving silent movie theater. It had an awesome Wurlitzer organ that was really state of the art of its time, and it accompanied the movies, and it was a really beautiful piece in the theater.
Decades later, Carol Rote would come here as a young girl.
My fondest memories are coming here to see, it was almost always musicals. I mean, we saw How the West Was Won, The Music Man, My Fair Lady.
She would go on to find love at this theater. Carol and her husband Harley met when they both worked at this movie house as teens in the late 60s. He was an usher. She worked in concessions. She recalls how he first caught her eye.
You had to ask the ushers to go down in the basement and bring up candy if you were out of something in the concession booth, So I asked him to please go down and get me a box of whatever it was, Milk Duds or Dots or something. So he went down and got it, and he came up and he put the box right up on the counter and then went away. And the next thing I knew, I reached into the box and there was a great big cockroach in there, like this. And I just started screaming. Well, he did that on purpose.
I may or may not have done that.
It worked. The couple has been married for over 50 years. Dick Koch also started making memories at this theater as a boy in the 60s.
Typically, my outing would involve Saturday with some friends, taking the bus downtown, hanging out at the Y, going to Hamburger Inn, and then coming here for the matinee.
He recalls one movie experience that wasn't exactly what he expected.
One time, I came to a special showing of an old Vincent Price movie called The Bat, and the ad in the Argus said a real bat would fly around the audience. So I begged my parents to let me go. We came to that movie, and it was ridiculous. It was a wire stretched across the ceiling, and they shoved a bat on the wire like a zip line.
The movie screen at this cinema would eventually go dark. The State Theater closed in 1990.
There was a lot of things that played a part in it. You had kind of people going to the malls, and megaplexes were big. Downtowns just across the United States were as popular. I mean, this is a single screen theater. It's a large building. And so you just kind of saw a lot of these theaters being torn down or redone for some other type of use.
KELOLAND News talked with moviegoers as the state showed its final movie, Opportunity Knocks.
They got good movies here, and I like them, and I like to come here because it's nice here and nice people are here.
It's a marvelous kind of a landmark in Sioux Falls, and I kind of hate to see it go.
But the State Theater would make a return. Over the years, efforts would be made to preserve this piece of Sioux Falls history. In December of 2020, the State Theater reopened with a restored main level.
We knew that seating and people being really comfortable was really important. Sometimes when people think historic theater, they think lines for the restrooms and uncomfortable seats, and we really wanted to delete that from people's memory.
Moviegoers enjoy the variety of films they can see at the State Theater.
It's kind of eclectic, so it's gonna have something for everyone.
We come with other couples. I come here with my kids sometimes. They've got such a great diversity of shows that they show down here.
But the nonprofit behind this movie theater will tell you this movie house is about more than films on a screen.
I think preserving the State Theater also means kind of protecting Sioux Falls' identity and its history. It's so much more than a movie theater. It means so much to people, whether their memories were made, 40 years ago or last night.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Kelly Volk.
Now, the upper levels of the State Theater still need to be restored. If you'd like to help, click the link in this story on KELOLAND.com.